and in this episode, we are covering our SuperVets. What is a SuperVet? In our world, these are BAU's own superheroes. They have been with us since day one.
I'm a SuperVet!
You still have a few more years to go, Josiah.
In my own right, I'm a SuperVet. Goals, right? Can a guy have goals? Until it's my turn to be a SuperVet, we interviewed a few for you, if that's what you want to call them.
I'm here with SuperVet Colby, and so, how long have you been with Beat Addicts?
I've been with Beat Addicts for 7 years, from the beginning. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Why'd you stay with Beat Addicts this long?
I stayed because a lot of new choreographers came into Beat Addicts, so it's cool to get like different feels of like their styles, and just with like having a family. Like it's a family at BAU, so It's really cool to be with like new friends and stuff like that.
Can you say a few words about your sister?
Yeah, of course. My sister's Cassidy Mary, and she graduated this year, and we've been dancing for a while together, and it's just really cool because we have a really good relationship with each other. So it's gonna be hard for her to leave, but also she gets to do stuff that she loves, so it's gonna be cool.
Can you tell me one piece that has been really challenging for you?
One piece that was really challenging for me was probably Reggie's solo. Even though like it was a lot of fun, it was just like hard movement that took me a while to get used to, but in the end it was a really cool dance. So.
What other hobbies do you have?
I like to play basketball in my free time, and I also like to go swimming at my grandparents' house. So.
If you could give us any advice for future Beat Addicts?
Some advice that I would give is that make sure you stick with it. Like, you don't want to quit because in the end, the BAU Showcase is just a really cool experience, and it's just a lot of fun. So watching videos, staying on top of your choreography is really going to help.
So you obviously have a lot going on outside of Beat Addicts. How do you fit it all in your schedule?
Well, I'm lucky enough to have parents that support me and are able to drive me all over the place. And also, my school is very supportive as well, so they give me like days that I can take off.
So you won the Beat Addict Award at the 2018 Beat Addict Show, right?
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about that?
It was a very large surprise for me. Like, I had no clue that I was gonna win that. It was just a really cool experience because all of my teachers and choreographers were there supporting me, so it was just really cool to see them giving me that award. It just felt really good.
The biggest reason I stayed, like, every year, I'd get so stressed out. I'd be like, I have to like keep on my dances, I have to make sure I keep practicing. But then like once the show came and I was like on that stage, there was like no other feeling. And even my first year when I like didn't know anything, I still had the best time on stage. I think when I was little, seeing all the other graduates like go up, I'm like, I want to be able to say like I was there from the beginning. Like my closest friends like right now are Summer, Alexis, McKinney, and Sammy. And like I just met Sammy like recently, but like we became like so close. And every Tuesday, like since some of them like we don't always come to practice at the same time, so we don't see each other. So we have this Tuesday thing where us and our moms meet up at someone's house and we have dinner like Taco Tuesdays.
So I've been in BAU for 6 years now, and I wanted to quit my first year because I didn't really know anyone and it was really stressful. But I met so many new people and I realized that like I need to challenge myself. Just hanging out with friends, like going over our houses or going to like parks and movies and stuff. Stay with it. You make so many new friends and meet so many amazing choreographers that it's really worth it. Like last year for BBT, you did the student choreography, and I want to do more in choreographing, and I want to teach more at like one of my studios. So that is one of my future goals, is to open up more in teaching and choreographing my own stuff. I see myself a lot in Megan Cassidy. She's so determined and she wants it, and she pushes herself beyond like her levels, but beyond her years, and you can tell by like her focus and her coming into every practice and stuff. When everybody comes together, especially at the end of camp week when everyone shows their dances, it's my favorite because we just all, they're so supportive and we all cheer each other on, and it's like a one big family. Don't quit. Like, it's seriously, stay with it. It's so worth it.
I go to Westchester East. I'm 17. Oh, I'm in 12th grade, graduating this year.
I go to Downingtown STEM Academy. I'm also 17, and I'm a junior.
Well, I saw the first year, I saw the show, and then I auditioned, and it was such a different experience I never had, and it was just so cool.
For Beat Addicts, I was like, what is this? And I like went home to my parents and I was like, can I audition? And they were like, are you sure you want to do that? You're like 10 years old. And I was like, yeah, why not? Like, I want to do more hip hop. Like Gil said, it was probably, no, it is the best decision that I've ever made because it's just opened up so many opportunities, and I've made like literally
All of my friends.
yeah, seriously, like this is my family.
I know I want to teach dance.
I would really like to continue dance, but I also am like so interested in engineering. But I also like hopefully want to continue dance because it's just such a big part of my life.
My first year I was in One Piece. And it was that One Piece was so different from everything else I've ever done. It was so crazy.
Even just like looking back on like year one videos like on YouTube, you can see like how much the choreographers and the dancers have like grown like strength wise.
Goddesses, I don't know, it was just different from like different style from like everything else I did.
Dance takes up most of my time. I get home off the bus, I come straight here from 4 to 9:15 at night. I mean, it's all great. It's like all crazy, and like seeing everybody else, that's probably one of my favorite parts. Like the piece Say Something, it was my second year in Beat Addicts, and even like to this day I still remember the choreography because it's just like that choreography just stuck with me. Don't quit. I'd probably thank my mom for like getting me into it. I saw like the poster hanging on one of our like bulletin boards, and we started our second year, and then every year, even though I said I was gonna stop, like we auditioned anyway, so like I probably still wouldn't be here. She was like, all right, you can drop out, like do whatever you want to. So probably thanks to my mom.
Hi, I'm Amy and I'm here with Allison. Name one dance in your BAU career that has changed you.
So Tori choreographed a piece based off of Janet Jackson, and because there was a lead of Janet Jackson, like it was different from any other dance that we had ever done, because all the other dances that I have done, it was like everyone was like featured, but this way there was Janet and everyone made her look good. But I remember being in a rehearsal and everyone just having a good time because we were all struggling to do the same thing.
So next year will be your final year with Beat Addicts. What do you have to take away?
This year I want to push myself as like a leader. Like I want to put more choreo out there. I want to work with like people one-on-one. I want to play around with different things.
Allie, it's no secret that you're confident. Do you have any advice you give to other teenagers out there?
Life is too short to not love the person you are, because there's no changing who you are. Like, you are who you are, but you need to find the people that will accept you for you, because they'll show you that it's okay to be yourself, because it's hard to accept yourself if you're around people who are so different.
Over the years, Beat Addicts has definitely changed, I think, but not. It's just interesting to see what's different, and you know, considering in the first year we had 60 kids go on stage, and 90 kids start, 60 kids go on stage. Everybody who auditioned, I ended up getting to dance with later in the year. There weren't not nearly as many numbers, not nearly as many kids. Now we have something like 200 kids, multiple branches. You know, and originally it was kind of like, let's get together and do this like protege hip hop show. And now it's a cause it's like it's an event that people know, and it stands for something, and I think that really says something about what we do. What will you take away from the company? I think work ethic, 100%. Beat Addicts taught me a work ethic that to this day I'm still challenged by and I still grow from. And then Beauty and the Beast was great because I love theater. I'm going to school for acting, and I got to do that on stage and then do hip hop at the same time. It was wild. It was so fun. What are your future plans? I'm going to Penn State for theater. So BFA theater program, there's acting, and I'm excited about that. Favorite BAU moments and why? I love being guest on. That was so fun. Also, Luke Skywalker coming on with that big X-Wing and flying around, and the reaction on people's faces, or being Groot with the stilts. That was wild. Any message for a particular beat or one of the choreographers? Todd and Mike have been my hip-hop teachers over the year. Mike started teaching me when I was so young, and so thank you for giving me the kind of foundation and base for what I was like. That was my starting point, and I appreciated it so much. And then thank you, Todd, for the past couple of years of being my teacher and mentor, and I really appreciated it, and it meant a lot. That's it. Thank you. One beat.